Most people believe they are free, but in reality, their minds are chained by the expectations of others. Without realizing it, they say yes to everyone, and in doing so, they say the greatest no to themselves. You stay silent so no one gets hurt. You avoid setting boundaries so no one will think you are a bad person. But what you fail to see is this. You have resigned from the leading role in your own life and accepted a minor role in someone else. As time slips through your fingers like sand, and you sacrifice those irretrievable seconds to demands that add nothing to who you are. This is not kindness. It is not virtue. It is fear that has tied your self-worth to the approval of others. And remember this, a person who cannot say no has no real meaning behind their yes. The cost of not saying no does not arrive suddenly. It accumulates quietly. First comes exhaustion, then burnout. One day, you look in the mirror and realize something unsettling. Everyone is satisfied with you, except you. Because every day you failed to set a boundary, you eroded your self-respect just a little more. So why do you say yes? Why does that word get stuck in your throat? Psychology calls this approval dependence. As a child, you were loved when you behaved. You were rewarded when you complied. Now, as an adult, you fear that saying no will make you unloved, rejected, or excluded. The need to please others is a bottomless pit. No matter how much you give, someone will always want more. Psychology refers to this response as fawning, a survival mechanism formed to avoid conflict. But understand this, motivation does not grow from approval. It grows from boundaries. A person without boundaries is like a ship without a compass, drifting wherever the wind decides. Stoicism teaches us the dichotomy of control. What others think of you is not within your control. No matter how good you are, someone will call you selfish. So why sacrifice the most sacred resource you possess, your time, for something you cannot control? Time is the only currency that can never be refunded. The equation is simple. Every yes contains a hidden no. When you say yes to meaningless conversations, you say no to your growth. When you say yes to demands beyond your limits, you say no to your peace. When you say yes to serving someone else's dreams, you say no to your own potential. Each unnecessary invitation, each meaningless obligation, each toxic relationship you accept as a refusal of your future, your dignity, and your self-respect. Weak people see saying no as rudeness. Strong people know it is a form of focus. Now face the fear directly. What if people leave? Understand this clearly. Those who leave because you said no were never attached to you, only to your lack of boundaries. What you lose is not a relationship. What you lose is a role built on self-erasure. Real connections are formed with those who stay after the no. So, how do you do it? A professional no requires no explanation. The moment you explain, you enter defense. And defense invites manipulation. Adopt these rules. You owe no explanations. No, I don't have time for that right now is complete. Pause before responding. I need to think about this. Creates space for logic over emotion. Apply the value test. Does this serve my goals? Does this align with my character? If the answer is no, then your response must be no. This is not a war of selfishness. It is a battle for existence. The day you learn to say no, you take your first real breath. At first, your voice will tremble. Your heart will race. People may be confused. They may even be angry. But eventually, they will respect you. Because the world pauses before a will that protects its boundaries. As the Stoics said, amore fati. Love your fate, but never place it in someone else's hands. I am no longer trying to be understood by everyone. I choose to be loyal to myself Some will not like me for this, and that is the best decision I have ever made. You are not an extra. You are the absolute authority of your own life. From this moment on, open the doors of your mind only to what serves your vision. To everything else, every person, every demand, every noise, say that one word. No. Because only when you can say no do your yeses finally mean something.